In my younger years, I didn't really care for stories so much
Mm.
because I thought I'm a scientific person, just give me the facts.
Yeah.
But what I didn't know was I was in tune with biographical stories of famous scientists or engineers. I
Mm.
was very inspired by that. I just didn't see them as stories. I just saw them as facts, right? This person did this person did that.
Yeah.
And then as I get more and more in older in my life and starting doing this podcast, I still didn't see myself as a storyteller. I just tell like, hey, I'm interested in to know this person's life story. I'm just pulling the gems out of this person and said, yeah, that makes you a storyteller. I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So as a preamble to this question, in a day and age where more and more content are made every single day, it's becoming really challenging to stand out in the noise, right? And knowing that story is such ingrained, it's in our brain. Human beings love stories. I see storytelling as is one of the key ability to for anything that you do, whether it be on the day to day trying to find a mate, you need to be a good storyteller. Whether it's you are starting a company, a purpose driven organization, whether it be you starting a movement, right? The BLM movement, as an example, it requires storytelling. What do you say to that?
Yeah. I think story is story is everywhere. The power of story. When you initially just said a minute ago that when you were a kid you didn't like story, I think that it's maybe you were relating to it not as stories, right? But in an increasingly noisy world, story story is like the beacon in the dark. You know what I mean? It's like everybody's just trying to shout their prerogative there, but a well told story can change the world. And it's a it's a noble pursuit to know your own story and know how to tell that story so that you can leave your own impact in our society and communities and families out there.